What internet marketing expert should you spend your valuable time listening to? Listen to someone who has over 20 years of web marketing experience and hundreds of website marketing success stories. That man is Aaron Sparks from Site Strategics. And this is Edge of the Web Radio.
We got an article here from Search Engine Watch, article by a gentleman named George Fisher, and he was talking about local links. Now, we talk about links all the time, and links are a core pillar of search engine optimization. We recognize that as a solid strategy. That strategy can be gamed and was gamed for a long period of time of buying links, getting some poorly created links, hiring companies abroad to do links. That all got smacked down last year during the Penguin and the Panda updates, and it's a continual review of things there. But, the point is that from a local optimization standpoint, it's a necessity to actually have yourself tethered to good companies that are locally known in your region of the country or in your city. There's been a long-standing standard that this outreach concept was the future of link building, but people really backed away from it because that human interaction, they're trying to skirt away and they're trying to game the system. Well, Google caught up with this gaming, and now outreach seems to be the coin of the realm right now. Is if you're doing optimization, you should be connecting with the local companies. Don't send an email. Pick up the phone. Be able to connect with companies that are basically endorsing you.
Yeah,
right?
that reminds me, Game of Thrones is coming on too, speaking of coin of the realm.
Oh, my Lord.
Jeez.
All right. Moving on. We'll give you some good tactics. I mean, in a world where basic tactics are the name of the game, a unique tactic to actually use in a vertical geography is one that will actually bear fruit a lot better. So one of the best strategies to employ right now here is go to Google Maps. Google Maps is a great resource for finding all sorts of businesses, associations, and link prospects. Depending on your target vertical, local search engines can provide a refreshing new source of prospects. So let's say if you have a home service website, right, and that sells roofing in a particular designated marketing area. Creating personas around the types of related companies is the first step in finding new prospects on Google Maps. And so if you're doing if you're a roofing company, you might want to target homeowner associations or realtors in the local area. You'll find their websites in that particular geography, and you want to connect with them because it's extremely expensive to repair, and it does significantly impact the value of a home. So reach out to those particular companies that are being shored up and presented to you by Google. It knows its locality, these companies' localities, so there's already a direct correlation to where you want to be linked. So contact these different companies, share links, or interact with these companies and ask for links because it is a good reference. Any thoughts about that?
I think that's a great strategy. In all serious, no television shows being mentioned. I think you got to provide a little bit of content to people. You got to put in the due diligence to actually provide relevant information, not just say, hey, I want to put some paragraph of text that doesn't do anything for your community. You have to really make a valiant effort to contribute to their community that they're trying to create.
Yeah, and I mean these companies have their websites out there. They have some local property, and you need to create a relationship. It's not, hey, can I have a link? Nah, that ain't gonna work. You actually need to introduce yourself and introduce your services. It may be that even just finding those companies, those organizations, may be a solid business lead generation process outside of even link building.
Yep.
But, I mean, the goal here is to get some link exchange going on here. Google Communities is another area. I mean, while only a small minority of Internet users use Google Plus regularly, those who do are prime link building prospects. Why? Well, the answer is authorship, and we've talked about authorship for a while. Every blogger that's worth their weight, wants their face to be next to their content in search results. If you don't know what we're talking about, if you see a mugshot on a particular search query that you do, That's why they're tied their blog to their Google account, and their own face is actually being tied into. So Google knows where they're contributing. So how do you find relevant bloggers? Well, on December 6th, Google launched its answer to the Facebook groups, and that's the Google Plus communities. These communities are literal gold mines of finding bloggers on a variety of different topics. The key is to finding good prospects through the Google Plus environment and to engage them and be a contributing member to the related community. So let's talk about a target audience, maybe mom bloggers, right? If you do a search on that, you'll actually find just mom bloggers. There's like 4,800 members just on that category alone, all of which have blogs that could potentially give you links. So in this instance, if you don't even have to create a persona, all you got to do is search inside the Google communities. These people are active. They've got blogs. They're wanting to exchange information, ideas, and there's ample fertile ground to be able to get some links coming back to your website. Last but not least, we're talking about LinkedIn groups. And who's played in LinkedIn groups before, guys? Hands raised?
I did. Then I unsubscribed for other emails.
Wow. He's not playing nice today,
I don't
is
know
he?
what to do with you, John. All right. Well, the fact of the matter, if you haven't joined LinkedIn, go join LinkedIn. But there's groups, there's communities there, and on Google Plus, personas can be used to infiltrate different communities. And inside of LinkedIn, I recommend be yourself. If you have a feeder site or a blog, those are a number of different outreach purposes for that blog, but you want to communicate inside those communities and find areas where there's shared interests and shared industries. You can be an authority inside those markets. Anyway, check us out. This is sitestrategics.com, Edge of the Web Radio. Go check us out. You know what? We're going to be back here very soon, but make sure you check out Revenue North. Go register online. We have a code. If you want to get in free, give us a call. Talk to you real soon.
Edge of the Web Radio.